Hello, my name is Satta, and welcome to the Ultimate Shockadin Guide as of patch 5.0.4. And in this guide, I will show you everything you need to know.
I'm pushing through, face down. Face down and pushing through.
Alright guys, as you know, I like to try and keep you updated with what's going on with the Shockadin series at the moment, and here you can see a shaman almost interrupt me as I get the flag cap, and then I'm going to kill him. Alright, so no doubt you've come across some Shockadins, or more like Holy Pallies throwing out some denouncers or whatever. So in this guide, I'm going to try and sort of show or tell you my rotation and my thoughts and what spec everything that you'll need to know to become a successful Shockadin, because I'm pretty confident that I've got it down. So what we're going to run through is some of the specs to reforge into to start off with. We'll then cover the talent spec, and we'll have a bit of fun along the way. Okay guys, so let's look at the stats. Now I've been doing a little bit of thinking on this, and here's what I'm thinking. Mastery is useless. All it's doing is giving you a bubble when you heal yourself, and that's typically not what we're sort of even doing. Even for a healing Holy Pally, this is rubbish. What I have elected for is to reforge into crit and haste. I've also reforged into hit. I'm actually way over hit cap at the moment. I think it's got something to do with the stats or whatever. At 1 minute I was reforging into hit, and then come back and it's like, was that like 30% or something crazy like that? So I reforged out of it, but I want you guys to aim for 80, whatever hit the hit chance is at 85 for the current level, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to keep the hit and the crit roughly the same, the haste and the crit roughly the same, and that's pretty much it. Now we'll get down into the defenses. The resilience, that's pretty much standard sort of stuff nowadays. But where it's at is this PvP power. I was at about 20%, and it wasn't very good. I started getting some PvP power gems in here, and then the cloak enchant and that sort of stuff. Upgraded a couple of my gear, and like even still, I've got some like vicious stuff on here. This is roughly my gear. Like, you can pause that at any time, but as soon as I got to about that 24% mark, just everything changed, and it was glorious. So I'm now, as you can see, at 25.12%, and it is just awesome. I love it. So what specs should we be using? Now, these are the ones that I've gone with, and I'm pretty sure they're the ones that go for. Now, I use Long Arm of the Law to get a bit of a speed boost. I also have a Burden of Guilt. Now, with these two combined, this makes your judgment very, very powerful. Not only are you giving yourself a speed increase, you are also slowing your target down by 50% for 12 seconds, and with judgment being on a 5.33 second cooldown for me, it's a perma-slow. This thing is a lifesaver with these two. Awesome combo. Sacred Shield, pretty much the best one through here at the moment. Don't need the instant flash. Eternal Flame, it's not bad, but it replaces Word of Glory, and this is not something that we need to go away. We'll cover that in a second. Clemency, Hand of Purity, Clemency are the two here that I constantly toss up. The double freedom, double bop is pretty good. If you know that you're going to be fighting a lot of dot classes like mages, warlocks, etc., rogues, this one here, Hand of Purity, reduces the damage done by 70% for 6 seconds whilst you put it on yourself. So, and Sanctified Wrath. If you Shockadin, you have to use this. No, there's no point using the other two for Shockadin. Reduces the cooldown of Holy Shock by 50% whilst you got Avenger Wings out. So that's pretty much straightforward. Now let's go straight into the glyphs. As you can see here, I haven't really cared about the minor ones, or whatever it is that they're called these days. Yeah, the minor glyphs. Don't care if my wings look pretty. I'm gonna get the Bubble Hearth one just because it's old school. But what I've got here is the Glyph of Holy Shock. Increases the damage done of Holy Shock by 50%, but reduces the healing effect of it by 50%. It still heals for a good sum. what I've got here is Glyph of Word of Glory. Increases your damage by 3% per holy power spent. So if you use a 3-stack Word of Glory, that's a 9% damage increase. Now this is something that I don't think too many people have caught up on, so this is very powerful here right now. The other glyph that I use is your Word of Glory. It's called Glyph of Harsh Words. Basically, your Word of Glory turns into like a Holy Shock. It can do damage as well as heal. So you do have to be a little bit more careful with how you sort of cast it. You can't just actually have the enemy targeted for it to heal yourself. It increases the skill level just a little bit, macros and all that. That's just another thing to use. So in the description down below, I will put in the only macro that I really use, and basically when I hit my wings, it also pops Divine Favor and also my trinket, and it's just to make life a bit easier. So that's pretty much it. Now when it comes to a DPS rotation and what you should hit, I'll cover that in just a second. And yeah, so that's the glyphs and the talents that you should be using. So I thought I would talk about the damage rotation stuff whilst I'm here in the duel. Now, whilst I'm dueling, you'll see that I can always keep distance away from a warrior, which is a pretty good deal, yeah? Warriors have a lot of gap closures these days. So what you want to do is you want to build up your holy power to 3, and then you want to open up with, once you've got it to 3, ultimately you'd want to hit your trinket, which is the wings, your wings, your trinket, and Divine Favor. Then hit Word of Glory to get the damage buff out. Then hit with a Holy Shock, Judgment, Holy Shock, Denounce, and then Holy Shock will be back up, Judgment will be back up, then Denounce once more, and then Holy Shock. That's roughly what you'll need to do once you start getting your rotation up and going. I mean, you'll find it'll come down to muscle memory and that sort of stuff anyway. Practice makes perfect, and you'll see the cooldowns as they come up anyway. Hey, I'm just going to finish up here with just some Alterac Valley, just some Galv and Drek. Just because it's fun to have big numbers, that's pretty much it. Well, I hope this guide has helped. I can't think of anything else that I can go through to try and help you in a video. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in below. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe if you want to see more Shockadin stuff. I will be updating it as it goes. Don't forget, this is patch 5.0.4 at the moment. Things are going to change. I was hitting this hard at level 90 in full PvP gear on the beta, so it's gonna change because people are gonna have more hit points and that sort of stuff. So have fun with it right now. Don't stress if things are going not your way. Get in a group for friends, do some battlegrounds, and just call out targets and just stomp them, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I would very much appreciate it if you liked the video, and bye for now. Hey guys, you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button and the like button, and also drop a comment. I love the comments. Here on the left and right, I've just got 2 other Shockadin videos that I've done. On the left is the burst inside MOP beta, and on the right is just the battlegrounds that I did with a couple of my buddies. It's always good times, and thank you very much for watching.